Hello guys, and welcome back to CT681's Minecraft Adventures, in which today we are going to be going to the Nether. It is finally that time. I feel like the armor's good enough. I've got a bow with infinity. And I've got the obsidian. Also got the spare cobblestone. Oh yeah, though before I go doing anything too drastic, I only need 10 of that. And 1 iron. And 1 flint. This could be signing my death certificate, but actually there's one more thing I want to do. I want to do some enchanting to kick this off. I want to enchant a diamond hoe. Now, years ago, actually, it still would have a point to have done this years ago. Actually, I'm not sure it was enchantable until more recently. Ooh. Let's try that again. Much better. That's going to get the mending treatment. Yeah, I'm going to put that over in the house. Now, what I'm doing here is... That's not a very good bow. I want to have a few backup bows. For when this eventually does reach an unrepairable state. Which will happen eventually, whether I want it to or not. So for when it does, I don't want to do that. I want to put that in there. So for when that does happen, I want to be prepared. Alright, next order of business is the Nether portal. Where am I going to put it? Well, that is a good question. I was thinking about putting it someplace where I could build a blackstone structure around it. Then again, I also could just put it in the cave over here. Which I think I might do, because I could easily convert this into a nether cave and make it its own special build. This would be a good spot, actually. I can widen it later. Oh yeah, this was a cave. When I went to get the screenshot for episode, or thumbnail for the last episode, I realized I'd forgotten to take it, and so I created a copy of this world and went into Spectator on that copy, and I found this cave which may have been hurting the rates for the mob farm quite a bit. So I went through and lit it up. There was not much of interest in it, to be honest. It's kind of a real nothing burger of a cave. But that's fine with me. Without further ado, through the portal. Oh my god. Okay, so first order of business is portal protection. All things considered, though, this is a very lucky spawn. The fact that that's just right there. And it's a nether waste, meaning I can just dig down and start mining for netherite. And it's just... How? What? This RNG is amazing. When I selected the seed, I didn't look at the nether. No, not that. I want this to be blue. Submit. Save. I want it to be blue because I want it to be very noticeable. It's just... Okay, can I see a... Okay. Let's not go too far or the game will just crash. Alright, so there's another fortress over there, not that I'm particularly interested in that. I was more curious to see if there just happened to be a warped forest right nearby, but no. Well, that's a little rough. Because that's what I was going to use to get the Ender Pearls. Soul Sand Valley over there. Can't see enough over there. Basalt Delta, I want nothing to do with that biome. What about... I want to be careful because I don't want to just absent-mindedly walk off. Okay, so... the good with the bad is I may end up having to do the cleric method, which is going to offset this. This is still the same recording session. I kind of wanted to just, steam right to the, or full steam ahead right to the dragon. Because, shulker boxes would make my life a lot easier. So, I don't want to do that. I want that in the offhand. I also know I want blocks on the hotbar. That saddle's a few episodes too late. So I think the wither skeleton I'm hearing is up there. Man, that breaks stuff super easily. I already checked that. So that looks like the blaze spawner over there. Let me just get rid of the molten nacho cheese. So how do I get... Okay. Are you stuck? Yes. So... Okay. And I'm going to block off the ways that is not the way out. Okay. Doesn't hurt to search the chest. Also, not a good idea to shoot the pigman. That just connects. Not a huge fan on, there was a blaze there, I think. Really? Bad situation. Bad situation. Bad situation. If I can just block this off. Then we'll be golden. Otherwise, the flow of this episode is amazing. No! Okay, gotta hyper focus on the health. Shoot. And done. Oh. Well, actually... yeah, you could say I'm really done. Well, I'm out of here. uh... Yeah, do I see... Now I'm at 10 chunks. Okay, let's turn it up now that I'm on this side of the fortress. Do I see a warped forest? This is just the seed that keeps on giving. I truly feel that way. Also, because this is a nether waste, if I wanted to set up a rudimentary gold farm without going above the nether roof, this is the perfect biome for it. Just more crimson forest. And another fortress? Okay. Okay, so it doesn't look like I'm gonna get too lucky with objective 2 with the warped forest. Which that's fine. I did have a backup plan anyway, so I've got that going for me. At the very least. It just makes me glad I did trade off camera for more emeralds. Because had I not, the emerald shortage would really be a problem. I kind of want to get everything I need for the Journey to the Stronghold ready this episode. And then next episode will be the Journey to the Stronghold plus... might just end up being the Journey to the Stronghold. Oh, well, that's quite unlucky, isn't it? Oh yeah, torches are a good marker. Also not a bad idea to set these areas up. Because wither skeletons on hard will ruin your day. Also, I can assume that if I dug down, or straight down here, aside from the risk of running into lava, I could get to the nether floor and start mining for ancient debris. Which is insanely lucky. So that's part 1 of the steps needed for the dragon. I'm going to put these in the chest. Building. Walls. Mob drops. I'm going to put these upstairs because I want to get a farm set up for that soon. I'll put it by where I build the brewing area. For now, I actually need 2 brewing stands. Well, in retrospect, I guess I know what villagers are going in that other house over there. Oh yeah, I also put 2 more... No, scratch that. 3 more villagers in there. Alright, put the tracks away and 2 mine carts. No, I need that. Rail. There's the button. I need 1 more. 1 more not so volunteer. Why you, sir? Why don't you stand on the rail? Alright, I need to get some carrots in here. Alright, so... Notification on my phone. Random notification is random. Okay, I'm gonna put those in there for now. Hopefully I don't forget. That would be tragic. And... trading time. I'll be back in a second. Alright, so I was able to acquire approximately 2 stacks of emeralds from trading the potatoes I had just now. Also, I took 1 of the 48 I already had saved up. So now, I forget I've just been using wood. I'll throw 2 stacks in here because we need to get this place repopulated fairly quick-like. Oh yeah, I put the brewing stands back in the chest. Wow, they're already at it. Okay, so... This is a very mundane process. Oh, actually, if I can... I'll take the ability to buy glowstone, no problem. And I gotta level this guy up too. I always take more eyes than I actually need. I need more emeralds. These will be the only 2 max level villagers here. Four scoots for an emerald? That's a rough trade. Alright, so time to get you guys moving on to your houses. Actually, okay, so you both have the glowstone trade. Ooh. That's not a bad trade. It sucks that they have to be a master for that, but... I don't know. I don't think I'm going to take advantage of that. But if you have spare emeralds, that process goes by fairly smoothly, although it took 4 stacks of emeralds. I now have more redstone and lapis that I don't really need, but that's fine. In a way, it makes it renewable, which is good, I would argue. That you don't necessarily need to go mining for it. It's just mining for it happens to be better than trading for it. Also, the ability to buy glowstone is fairly nice. Instead of having to go risk your life for it. I'm not sure if I'll actually get much use out of it, but... I don't know. I'm confident in myself enough that I don't think the nether's gonna be that challenging. If I did have to go and mine glowstones, so... I'm confident enough in my ability to where it wouldn't be a problem. I also have I have plenty of slime, and I have this, so I could actually just make fire res potions, and that would be that. Also, I'm level 39. Is there anything I need to enchant? Because if so, now would definitely be the time. And 1 spare. Yeah, I'll put this in mob drops. And that in misc. And that in tools. Does it only have 64 durability? Wow. Oh no, I forgot to grab a thumbnail. Oh no. Well, I gotta go back to the nether real quick. Oh. Alright, with that being said, I have... The end is upon us. Not the end of the Let's Play, but the dimension, the end. With that being said, I'm going to end this one here. I've been Confined to 68.1, and I will catch you guys all in the next one. Peace out.